Hello everybody and welcome back to another stream. Hope you're all having a good day whether you're watching this live with me or in the future. So yeah, today we are going to be taking the beautiful WestJet Boeing 737-600. We're going to be taking it to Edmonton from Calgary and then we're going to be coming back to Calgary. So 2 legs on this flight, quite short ones. But it means we get more landing action, which is the main reason for flying. But yeah, so we won't waste any time and we'll just jump straight into the cockpit. First, we will turn the sounds all the way up. Right, there we go. So as you can see, we've got the ground power already in, so we can just connect that all up. So we'll jump up here. Right, so we can get this closed, battery on, and my power is already on auto. Lovely. So come down here, we'll get these fuel pumps on now. Right, there we go. Window heats can come on, room air can come on. Don't need any of them just yet. We can get our fasten seatbelt signs on. There we go. Right, so anti-collision light can come on and our strobe lights can go to steady, or position lights, sorry. Right, so I think that is all for now, all we have to do on the overhead panel. So, right, let's start by, oh yeah, we have to align our IRSs. Jaden Hero, welcome to the stream. Right, how did you get the 737-600 variant? It's, I believe it's made by Zebo, but you can find it on a website called Max Team Design. I can't remember. I've had it for a while. I just haven't used it. You have to have search up somewhere. Right, so we'll align our IRSs. There we go. We'll align them to nav. This plane is still in beta stage, so it's not complete. Right, so we can go to fuel weight and balance, and SimBrief says we need 4.7 on the fuel. Okie dokie. Right, so 4.7 on the fuel, and our zero fuel weight today is supposed to be 51.1, so we could put in, right, we'll just put 15,000 in. That's 51.4, right, that should do us. So we can go back, go to ground services, fuel truck cool, start flight leg, start seat. You can't start the services on ground yet. That hasn't been modelled yet.
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross-check and all call, thank you.
Right, so we need to shut our door. Lovely. See, one thing about the only difference from the 600 variant, although I've noticed, apart from like the exterior is different, but in the cockpit, all the numbers and stuff are orange, which is a bit different. But yeah, let's program in our route, enter our IRS position. We go to here, we go to position initial. Our reference airport, which is the one we are sitting at, is CYYC, which is Calgary. And to find our IRS position, we just take one of these and pop it in there. Go to route, there we go, and we're flying from CYYC to Edmonton, which is CYEG. Lovely. Right, our flight number today. Do they make the 737-500? No, they don't. I believe there's a freeware one somewhere, but I haven't seen it. I don't think it's that great. But I think they're the same people who make the 737 MAX flex plane, but I don't think their 737 MAX is any good. The 600's alright. They're still, yeah, they're alright. I think the 600's the best variant, though it hasn't had any updates in like a year. Right, so our flight number is going to be WestJet, WJA, WestJet 0351. Right, we can pop that in there. We go to performance initial. Our ground weight is 58.3. We're going to have reserves of 1. Still refueling at the moment. So we'll just leave that like that. Cost index is going to be 17 according to SimBrief. And our cruise flight level is going to be 280. Execute that. And our average wind en route is going to be 314 at 47 knots. Lovely, we can put that in there. Our ISO deviation is 3 today, which is nice. Everything looks good on here. Right, so our outside temperature is 11 degrees, so we're just above. You don't need to use anti-ice, but we're just above the limit. Right, so we're going to do a D-rate takeoff. Let's just see which runway. We're taking off runway 11, so we'll do a D-rate of 2. We'll go full climb power just so we can get out quick. Right, we can go to takeoff here. We're going to be doing flaps 5 today. CG weight is going to be 4.49, 4.48. We're going to leave that and we'll set our trim later. That didn't really matter. We'll just be around 4.5, so we'll just put it there for now. We won't put our V speeds in just yet because the aircraft is still refueling, so it will change them. Our departure, we're going to be departing from runway 11. And right, we're not doing any SIDS today, so we just activate and execute that, and then we go here and we're going direct to Bitga, which is Bravo India Tango Golf Alpha. Right, so there we go. Execute that. Unable cruise altitude. You're fine. Right, we're going to be on Quebec 90905. And we're taking that to Oilers. Romeo Sierra. Right, Oilers. You excited for Microsoft Flight Simulator? I am. I need to save up for it though. It is quite expensive. Like, you want to get the premium deluxe one with the 787-10. I'm still cautiously. I'm not getting overexcited for it though, because not until I've seen it. Not until I've seen other people play it properly. I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to pre-order it. Right, so from Oilers, we are going to be jumping on an arrival. We're going to get Oilers 2 into ILS runway 30. Execute that. Right. Lovely. Let's just go to our legs page and check we do not have any discons. Right, so we have a vector here. Apart from that, everything looks fine. Let's see how long we've got on our IRSs. 2 minutes on our IRSs. So we can start getting ready for pushback so we can get our APU started. One, two, three. Right. Release that. Our emergency exit lights, because I forgot to do that earlier. Right, so let's set our cruise altitude, which is 280. Here we go, flight level 280. Get our electrics on now. And yeah, we'll just wait for our APU to fire up. I am waiting to watch reviews on it first. What other planes do I have in X-Plane 11? So I have, well, in terms of good planes that I think are worth flying, I have freeware and payware. I have, of the Zebos, I have like the Ultimate 737-700, the 800, and the 900. Get AP gens on. So I have them, and I obviously have this one, the 737-600, and I have the Maxes, even though I'll probably get rid of them at some point. I don't think they're that great. Just take up a lot of storage on my SSD, and then I have payware. I have the Toulis A319, the 321, the Flight Factor 757, and the Magnite 787. So if there's any of them you'd like me to fly soon, I can. I want to do some long hauls, the 787. At some point. Right, we'll get our APU bleed on. ISO valve can go to open, left pack on, right pack on, to auto for now, to keep the passengers nicely at a nice temperature. Right, so we can disconnect our ground power. Right, our irises have aligned now. So we can go to, where am I going? Downstairs thingy majiggy. There we go. GPU disconnect. Better push back. Replan. Right. So we're in a kind of a weird spot. So I think we need to go kind of like this. Then like that kinda. Right, we'll just push back all the way out here.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Right, okay. Plugins, better push back, start push
Ground to
back.
cockpit, tow is driving up.
This is a really old scenery by Canada for X-Plane. We are flying into both freeware airports today, which is quite nice. Ooh, long haul in the 787 sounds good. San Francisco to Sydney with Qantas 787. That's quite a long flight, but I'm sure maybe at some point we could do it. Maybe if I have enough time. Some point this summer, we can maybe. I'm gonna do some kind of long haul flight in the 787. Right, so we can set all our MCP stuff here. So I assume we finished refueling. Yep. So we can go down here, go to init reference, V1 128, V rotate 129, and V2 136. Lovely.
Okay, all doors and hatches
So
are closed.
136.
Ready
Need
to
put
connect.
141 in here. Get our auto throttle armed. Right, so our departure heading is 110, so I think it's like 107 will be fine. Right, our altitude, we can go straight up to our cruising altitude, which is 28,000 feet. There we go, got all that in. So I think we are ready to go. Our TAT's above 10 degrees, so we do not need
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Right, we'll do. Right, I'm just getting the METAR up quickly. Right. We can release our parking brake then.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Right, we got our left pack off, our right pack off. We can flip this over to ground. You should make an Instagram account for your YouTube channel. I think it'll help you grow. I have an I do have an Instagram account where I do plane spotting and post photos on there. Which I'll get a link to it in a minute. I might just rerun that Instagram account. Does that should help. Right. So engine here, 25%. We can introduce fuel. Right, don't forget, if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to smash down that like button. Aiming for 5 likes today by the end of the stream if we can. Don't know how many we're on at the moment, but 2 likes, so that's good. Right, so let's set our altimeters. So it's 3006 here. I will go what X-Plane wants, which is 3004. Right, so engine number 2 is started. So we'll flip this over here and get engine number 1 started. Flip that over to ground. Watch the N1 rise. 25%. Introduce fuel here. Right, whilst we're waiting for everything to spool up, we can have a look through our route. So we'll flip this over to plan. So we're going to be vectoring ourselves over to Bitga. Then we go to...
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Right, and then from...
Disconnecting tail. Stand by.
Go to legs here. We can just step through our flight plan. Double check everything makes sense. Right, so it's a very short flight here. Then we're going to just vector ourselves in here. And vector onto the localizer. Edmonton. So, yeah, pretty nice flight plan. Right, disconnect. Flip that back over to map. Right, we can get our engine start switches to continuous, our generators on. APU bleed can go off, ISO valve to auto, left pack, right pack, APU off. Lovely, we can get our propelts on. Your dampener
Tail
on.
is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
Will do. Right, get our logo light on. Is everything all good to go? We can set our flaps. So 1, 2, 3 is flaps 5. Get rid of this. You have this off, so if there's ever an engine failure, this will pop up. Right, see our flaps being extended here. Lovely. Right, we are ready to go. Let's push back drivers, giving us the go ahead. We can get our taxi light on. Our runway turn off lights can come on. Just run through here. We can set our transponder, we'll just leave it on this. And set that to TA. Lovely. Right, so we can release the parking brake and taxi down to runway 11. But first, right, so we need to figure out where we're going. Because I haven't got the charts yet. I haven't got the charts open. This is runway 11 here, right, that's runway 11 there. So we can release the parking brake. Let's go. So we're just going to be crossing here. Right, let's get our flight directors on. VNAV, we can't do LNAV yet because we aren't on the route. We have to vector ourselves. Crossing in an awkward position here. We're gonna have to just go. We'll taxi down the runway for a little bit because we're going over to runway 11, which is down here. But because we are crossing and entering an active runway, we have to get our landing lights on. Right, we'll just come off here. Speed things up, get off here quicker. Right, we're going to make a left turn on here. Right, we can get our landing lights back off now. Lovely. The 600 variant looks very nice. I like it. Especially in the WestJet livery. Right, we're taxiing quite slow here so we can speed up a little bit. We're going to be making a right turn here. So we can do our before takeoff checklist. We need our transponder to TARA. Still on the taxiway. Yep, we are. We haven't turned it off. Nice. I like the glare on here when you're in the sun. So we're just gonna come around here, we're just gonna do a rolling takeoff straight out. So entering the runway, we can get our landing lights on. Our position lights strobing steady. Just trying to taxi here. Right, and our wing lights can go on. Right. We are ready for takeoff.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Right, throttle's 40%. Right, chrono and toga. Push forward on the control column. Airspeed's alive. 80 knots. We're at 100 knots, we can release the pressure on the control column. Right, V1.
V1, rotate.
Rotate. No idea why the engines just sound like they're stalled there. Right, gear up. Don't know what is going on today with the aircraft. we are fine. We're climbing nicely. Right, so gear can go to the off position. Now we're going to turn left heading and follow that round.
1,000.
No idea where the engines just keep cutting. Right, we'll just make this left turn round and we can go down here, legs. We're just going to go direct to Mirek and execute that.
$2,500.
No idea what's going on with the plane. Didn't do this yesterday. I did a practice flight last night and it didn't do this. We'll just use manual throttle then if it's not there. Right, so we're just following the flight directors now. Right, flaps up. We'll get our autopilot on now. Slightly sketchy departure, but seems to be fine now. Right, we can get our taxi lights off. When we turn off lights off, our logo lights can come off and our wing lights can go off. I don't know if it's the wind making the plane oscillate and act weirdly. Also, it's just a beta aircraft, so it's probably also acting weirdly because of that. But we seem to be fine now. We're just going to do a level change mode to see if... Right, we're going to get our landing lights off. And our position lights can go to steady. Start switches go to auto. To like cabin crew. Right, let's put it back into V now and see if that... Right, let's get some music on. Get the master volume down. Passing through some clouds now. Beautiful scenery down below. sim brief says we should be in the air for 34 minutes, so quite short flight, which is why we're doing 2 legs today. Chill and relax for a little bit. Enjoy the nice scenery and clouds. Right, so we're passing 18,000 feet, so we can put the altimeter to standard. Quite a strong headwind up here, kind of crosswind kind of thing. Right, I'm going to start getting open charts for Edmonton. We can start getting ready for our approach. I believe though, because I did this flight yesterday, we should hopefully have everything already in. So our localizer is 109.10, so we've got that in. And our front course is 298, so we've already got all the localizer and stuff put in. Which speeds everything up for us, which is quite nice. Because we don't have as much to do. Nice outside views for a bit. I love all the clouds with the beautiful Best X-Vision preset. Make that cloud move this high up. see how we're doing. Right, we're nearly at our cruising altitude. Then we'll be descending almost straight away. This is a very short flight. Do a quick GoPro cam. Right, I think we're at our cruising altitude. Yep, we are. Right, so we need to set in the MCP. Right, let's see what our incept altitude is. That's 6. 3,006. No, don't do that. 3,600. Our top of descent is coming very quickly. I think we'll be descending within like 2 minutes. Right. 3,600 will be our incept altitude. And let's see, I think we could tidy up this flight plan. We could just go direct here. Right, let's see. Oilers, I reckon we could just get rid of... We get rid of Masud and Subat. Right, that makes sense. And execute that. Right, there we go. Let's see what that's giving us. Now it looks like the aircraft's just gonna send us rapidly, so we're gonna need some. We don't need to descend that much. Right, we'll just take over on descent stuff. We don't need to be. We've got 26 nautical miles. I don't know why the aircraft's just doing that. Right. So what we can also do, let's just delete the vector. Right, there we go. Now we've just got a nice straight-in path. Right, there we go. Our speed's coming back down now. Lovely. Nice. Check. I'll flip this back over to map mode and we will line up our heading stuff. There we go. Right, we're coming back on our flight thingy, this pink arrow. Right, let's put it back into VNav. Didn't need to descend that much. Right, let's get rid of our speed brake. Don't know why it descends so quickly. We'll get a little bit of speed brake out again. Stop the speed, running away. Shame, because today would have been the Royal International Air Tattoo in England, which is nice a nice air show that I was going to be going to. Biggest one of the year in England anyway. Shame, because of all that's going on. Right, 18,000 feet, we flip it back over. Let's get our meta. Right, pressure is 2,992. Right, we're already on that. Nice. Just going in some clouds here. Nice. This is actually default scenery here. It's just some mod that makes it a bit darker and it makes it look slightly like ortho. Makes it look more realistic anyway. And 50 FPS as well, which is quite nice here. Especially with all the clouds. Right, so we are coming up to 13,000 feet. Right, so for Day's landing, we're going to go auto brake uno, auto brake 1. That music's not too loud. Turn it down a little bit. Get music off at 8,000 feet. Around 10,000, actually. So when we enter the phase of flight, we have to concentrate. Right, so we are coming up on 10,000 feet, so for 10,000 feet we can just let our cabin crew know. Start switches can go to continuous, we can get all our landing lights on, our position light, nope, position lights are even steady. Right, that's nice. Right. At this point we could probably just get rid of our speed brake. One thing I've noticed about this plane is that it's very floaty, way more floaty than the 800. But we'll try not to float it all the way down the runway. I guess it's so light. don't know how early. Hopefully we can be there. We need to be there at 34 minutes, and we've still got 14 minutes before we need to be on the ground. We're about 20 nautical miles out, I believe. 20, 30 nautical miles out. So hopefully we can get there a bit early. Right, the speed looks like it's slowly running away. Nope, don't do that. Speed interval. Open our speed window. I'm gonna just decel too much. It's doing that because our speed was running away, so we've gone flaps 1 now. Right, we're gonna get our music off now. Ooh, the weather just updated. Right. Right, music is off now, and we'll get our sounds turned all the way up. Right, so it seems we have some rain. We'll get... So that's lovely. What a beautiful day it is in Edmonton. Lovely. Right, back into some clouds. Let's slow down to 230 knots. Set this a bit lower just in case. Relax a bit. Beautiful outside. 1 minute it looks like it's just gonna be quite nice, and then the weather just updates and explains. One thing about Microsoft Flight Simulator, I hope it's more, instead of just a sudden update in weather, it just like it transitions. It looks really nice though from the wing view. Right. Right, so for ZAB, we need to be at 3,620 feet. So we'll try and get configured for landing by ZAB then, I think. Right, let's get our reference speeds and everything put in. So we go to init ref. We're gonna go flaps 30. So 136. So we'll go 141. On the arrival speed, you need to add 5 for wind, and there's a lot of wind. Because of these gusts, we might go auto brake 2 just to be on the safe side. Just in case we do end up floating a lot. Right, we're going to be turning finals soon, and we'll arm our localizer when we get around here. Do not need to yet. Let's see if we can see Edmonton out the window. Right, there's our runway we'll be landing on. Our master volume turned all the way up. Our localizer's coming across, so we can get our localizer armed. It's very bumpy coming in here. I'll go flaps 2. Right, alarm our approach, it's coming in, 2500, gear down, and we'll configure all the way down to 170 knots now. Right, flaps 5, because the speed still looks like it's not going to come down. Right, we get our wing lights on, our logo lights can come on, runway turn off lights and taxi lights on. We'll pretend we've been cleared to land. We'll arm our spoilers. Right, flaps can go to 10. Nice, so we've got a nice steady descent all the way, and we didn't have to to hold at any altitudes to set the glide slope, we just straight in. Right, so we're probably about 5 nautical miles out now. So I will configure at about 3-ish. When we get to Zab, I'll go final approach speed. I think we'll go final approach speed now, just as this wind might. So it's right, we'll go flaps 15. It's really bumpy coming in now. Be a challenge. Hopefully we'll get this down in one piece. Not, we are going around. Right, flaps 20, 25. We go flaps 30 now, so we're on our reference. VREF.
1,000.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch,
Right,
altitude south.
continued. Continue. I've got a minimum to put in, but you can see the runway, so it's fine. Right, so we will disengage now. Right, my aircraft. Let's not get too low. My throttles. We're 3 red on the pappies. It's fine, we'll just pitch up a little bit. Right, 2 wed, 2 right. 2 wed, 2 right, 2 left, 2
500.
right. Right, we're just 3 reds again, so kind of pitch up slightly, get back on it. We're kind of varying in between.
400.
It's very bumpy.
$300.
Right, pitch up again. No. Right, back on glide slope. Right, now we'll probably go down to... Need to pitch down more, we don't want to get high.
200.
Right, need to crab a bit more into the wind now. It's maintaining our speed. Right,
100.
to maintain that center line.
50. 40. 30.
Right, check.
20.
Close.
10.
Hold. A bit of rudder. Right, butter. Reverses. $80 knots, reverses stowed. Right, over to manual braking. And vacate to the right here. We're at a nice vacate speed. Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Edmonton. The lovely butter in there, fighting those crosswinds. Right, clean up our flaps and get our speed brake off. Runway turn off lights can come off, landing lights can come off. Right, wing lights can come off. Start our APU. Right, position lights can go to steady. Start switches can go to the auto position. Right, we're going to just make a left here. Right, the APU is firing up. Right, welcome to Edmonton. Just make sure we stay on the taxiway here. Cool. On a very blustery day. I believe this is de-icing, so we can't taxi down there, but we'll make a left turn and go park at one of these gates. I think we'll just park on this gate here, straight ahead. entering the ramp area, we can get our taxi light off so we do not blind anyone. We'll just park here on 68. Right, APU gen's on. There's no auto gate or SAM or anything at this airport, which is sad. So we'll just do the best job possible. We'll go outside and I think we'll just put it on the 737 spot like that. Lovely. Right, parking brake set. Get our APU bleed on. Lovely. Right, engine 2, engine number 1. Welcome to Edmonton, everybody. What a beautiful flight. Very bumpy arrival. Very bumpy in there. But we got butter. Minus 109. So right, let's right, I'll flip you guys over to replay mode. There we go. Lovely. Right, and we'll go to toggle replay mode. Right. Wash that in. Very gusty coming in. There we go. Lovely and smooth down there. One thing I hate about this aircraft though is it looks like the tyres float and they slowly lower themselves to the ground, which doesn't look the best. But yeah, hey ho. Right, we'll get some music on. Right. Back that all up again. Nice. Right, let's do a tower view. Right, that's a lovely tower. We'll create our own one. We'll just put it up here. Right. Back it up. Very bumpy in there, all the way in there. Surprised you got butter, to be honest. Alright, put it down nice and smooth there. Yeah, we just put it down nice and smooth there. We floated it a little bit. We're inside the touchdown zone, so it was fine, but absolutely fine. That's why I went auto brake too, even though there are plenty of runway. We got off the first exit. Right, so we'll do some wing views in. very bumpy coming in. Nice landing, right, so we'll watch one more replay in, and then I'll put you guys over to the Be Right Back screen and I'll set up the second leg of the flight. Right, play that in. Alright, I'll see you guys. Right, I'll see you guys in a minute. Right, I'm back. Welcome back. Right, yeah, I've set up for the next flight. We are back in the same aircraft, the beautiful 737-600. Haven't done anything since we've arrived in. We do like a full turnaround procedure. Not that I know how to do one, but make one up. But got the stairs on because this sets for that actually for the 737-800 Zebo. So it kind of stairs kind of align. It's a bit should don't think there's any sets for this anyway. But yeah, right, we'll get our sounds all the way up. Lovely. Let's jump back inside the cockpit. Still raining, it appears. Lovely. We don't need our wipers at the moment, we can just park them both. Reset our chrono now that we have landed. Right, so we can start loading up the aircraft. So, fuel today, we need 4.8. So 4.9 will round up a little bit. Lovely, and our zero fuel weight is going to be the exact same. Let's just put in, refresh that, there you go. Right, 51.4 on the zero fuel weight, which we have got, which is good, so we can just go here, pull our fuel truck. Right. Lovely, I think what we can do, just to save some fuel, connect our GPU. Right, let's do that just for a bit. Lovely. We're getting refueled here by the fuel truck and we've got our GPU connected. Right, so let's go here to the init reference. So we are doing a flight from CYYEG and we're taking it to CYYC, which is Calgary, so CYYC. Lovely, pop that in there. Our flight number is going to be WestJet Whiskey Juliet Alpha, WestJet 0352. Plug that in. So performance initial, we can pop that in there. Right, reserves 1, cost index 17 again. Right, and our cruise altitude is going to be flight level 270. Right, execute. Cruise winds are going to be 316 at 039. Lovely. Our ISA deviation is going to be 4. Right, and our N1 limit, pop that in there. So we've got 14 degrees plus on here. Right, we can go D rate 2 again, and we'll go a climb 1. Right, yeah, climb 1 should be fine. Actually, now let's just do a full thrust climb because we haven't got much at cruise altitude. We haven't got much time at cruise. I can't speak today, honestly. Right. So we need to put our route in. So we're going to take off 5 degrees, and we won't do any of this yet until the plane's refueled. So our departure. Let's see what Simbrief wants us to do today. Right, we're taking from runway 30. And we're going. We're not taking any SID. Right, so route, next page. From runway 30, we're going direct to Antid. So Alpha November Tango India Delta. Put that in there. Execute. Right, from Antid, we're going direct to Secan. There you go. Secan, and then from Secan, we're jumping on an arrival, so we'll go to our arrivals page. And we are jumping on the Aardvox 6 from Secan For ILS 17 left, execute. Right. Let's go to our legs page, scroll through. Right, let's have a look at that flight plan quickly. Flip this over to plan mode. Why is the yoke? Is it okay? There we go. Right. Let's go to legs. We're already on that. We need to sort out. Basically, going direct to Antid, then from Secan, let's zoom in a bit and scroll through it. Going to Immuno, and from Immuno we're going to Aardvox, and right, then we're vectoring ourselves. Right, this looks like a extremely long-winded route because we're not flying online, so let's just do some clearing up. Previous page. Victi, we can go from... Let's just completely get rid of everything up to Victi. Right, let's go like this. Delete that. I know. Won't let me delete it. You know, right. Add box. Blam. Let's thingy majiggy. Right, yep, let's delete that. Then we'll delete Sepso. And the vector, we'll get rid of that. So we'll grab Victi, we'll pop it like that, and execute that. See, there you go, that just simplifies the flight plan so much more. Means we should get on the ground a little bit early. Right, so that's our flight plan and everything done. Let's see, right, we've done refueling. Let's get our APU started up again. 1, 2, 3. Lovely. I think there's anything else we need to do. Right, we can set our pressurization panel. 27,000 feet. Lovely. Right, we can see our APU pressure rising. Right, let's call a pushback truck. So, plugins. Better pushback. Start
Ground
pushback.
to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
So, we're going to runway 30, so we'll push back all the way out here. Lovely. Enter.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Right, so we'll set this. Let's just set it. Let's just set it higher. Set it higher because last time the engine's cut out, so maybe we'll just set it at 200 just in case that's the reason. Get that, and departure heading is 398. Right, and our cruise altitude 27,000 feet. We can set that. Lovely, we are ready for pushback, I think. Right, got APU bleed on, get our generators on.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Get our bleeds off. Right. Got that, we'll go to plugins, ground handling. Right, we'll get the stairs to say bye-bye. Let's get our GPU disconnected now. Lovely. Right, we are ready to go. We'll hide our stairs. Idle. Lovely.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Right, let's get ready. Just double check everything is okay up here. Right, everything's a-okay. Let's release the parking brake. No. Why don't we go in?
Starting
There
pushback,
you go.
and
Took
you
a
may
while.
start engines.
Right. Turn on the engine screen. Right, we see our N2 rising. Right, 25%. Introduce fuel. Let's watch the pushback from out here. Right. N2 is running, so we can get our left engine started. Put that switch over to ground. See our N1 is rising. %. We'll introduce some fuel. Let's get our wipers on now. On intermittent. Still spitting a little bit. Right. Bleep. Right. Start switches to continuous. Wait for the pushback driver to stop us and disconnect.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Right, we can set the parking brake. Lovely.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Right, we'll set our flaps now. Set them flaps position 5. Auto brake can go to RTO. Right, LNAV. Right, we can't do that. VNAV can go on though. Disconnect. Right, up here we can get our generators on. APU bleed can go off. ISO off. Auto. We'll get our packs on. Right, APU can go off. Things okay up here.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
Thank you, we will do. Some fun. Up in the rain. Right, they've gone. We can get our taxi light runway turn-offs on. Right, we can now go in here and get our trim set. Get our V speeds in, so our trim 446. So we'll set that in here. Right, there you go, about 4.5. Lovely. Right. let us we'll put level change on. No, don't do that then. Let's not do that. It's gonna do that. Right. No. I'm not doing anything. I've got my throttles on idle. I've got my auto throttles off. What is this? Right, anyway, let's taxi. Let's taxi out to the runway. Am I not supposed to be pressing level change on the ground? Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should wait until I'm in the air. Maybe that's the problem. Right, anyway. We'll set our speed again up there to our V2, which are 137, 142. There we go, that's our V put in. So I guess next time it just can't use level change on the ground. Learn something new anyway. Right, so we're going to make a left turn here. We're going down into runway 30. Set this to 5 for now. But we'll go up to good taxi speed of about 30. So it's quite a nice straight taxiway. We're just. What if I put my auto throttle on now? Right, good speeds. It's not instant speeds, which is fine then. That crosswind's kind of pushing us on the taxiway as well. Quite a nice freeware scenery this for Edmonton. Shame it doesn't have like auto gate, then it'd be really good. Especially for freeware. Not bad. So we're going to make a right turn here. Right, so coming onto the runway. Get all our landing lights on. Position lights can go to strobe and steady. And we can also get our wing lights on.
Please be seated for departure.
Right.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
up on the runway in the centre here. Right. Throttles 40%. Right, Toga. Push down on the control column.
knots.
Right, V1, rotate.
V1, rotate.
Right,
Positive
positive
brake.
climb, gear up. It's still a bit bumpy. Just following the flight directors here, just to keep us at a nice steady climb. Right. And now, if I go into legs here, quite hard to do whilst flying. Right, let's go here.
1,000.
Let's keep. Right. Need to put the nose down a little bit now to gain some speed. And we need to put. Oh, another one. We'll start making that left turn. Right, we'll go flaps 5 up to help with the speed increase. Got the chrono. Right, flaps up. Minus 400. Right, and flaps all the way up. Yeah, auto brake off. Right, around 5,000 feet we can get our autopilot on now. It's a bit bumpy. Lovely. Nice departure. Still very bumpy. Jesus. Look at that wing bouncing up and down. Right. At 5,000 feet we get our taxi lights off and return lights can come on, off, no lights off, wing light off. I know for next stream that not to do a stream at 2 in the afternoon because it's very quiet. There's literally no one been in. No one's been in the chat all stream. I know, we won't be doing any more streams at this time then. The darken, this makes the default textures look so much nicer. Really improves that, and it doesn't take up any storage, any more storage. It's so much better. Right, 10,000 feet. Get our landing lights off. Position lights can go to steady. Start switches can go to the auto position. We can alert the cabin crew. Right, we get our wipers off now because we're in the air, we don't need to see. departure. Right, let's get the sounds down. Bit. Right, and let's get some music on. Nice departure there. Shame the weather's a bit naff. Beautiful, just emerging from the clouds there. Just sit back and relax for this next leg. Won't talk as much and just let you guys enjoy the views out the window. Just realised I missed a couple of comments because my chat was on the top chat and not the live chat. So Flights in Brazil, even though it's probably gone now, but Flights in Brazil, welcome to the stream. Though he's probably already gone. Right, he says, enjoying summer on Canada. Yeah, I am enjoying the summer, to be honest. Not on Canada, well, it's not very nice summer here, it's a bit rainy. On X-Plane it's a bit rainy, but where I live it's quite nice. Nice outside. Try to see where we're at. We can get our altimeter standard now. Right, I'm going to start getting ready and finding the localizers and everything. So I need to double check which runway we are landing on. Right, 17 left. Let's find that chart. Is there a 17? Hang on. Oh, these charts must be really old. Yeah, these charts are really old, the ones I've just found. These charts are from 2008. It doesn't even have runway 17 left on it. They don't have Navigraph. Too expensive for me. We'll try and find the charts somewhere else. Right, instead let's just use Avi tab. So it was a bit boring. Right, so CYYC. Right, so 17 left, 109.15. Right, not that. 109.105. Lovely. And our front course is 166. Right, we can set that. Right, we are approaching our cruising altitude. Wow, but what an FMC message. Reset MCB altitude. Already doing that. Because there's so little time between the top of climb and top of descent. Right, so what is our incept altitude? 4890. Set 4700. There we go. Right, so we should be reaching our top of descent now. Right, there we go. At the top of climb for a cruise for like 5 minutes. Or was that like, it's like more like 2 minutes, a minute. Ground charts for Calgary for taxiing. Sorry guys, I'm just scrolling through pages and pages of charts, trying to find a ground chart. Right, weather just updated. There we go, I've got one. I think what we'll do is we'll go auto brake 3 on arrival, so we can get off the taxiway quicker because it's nearer the terminal. Am I changing that? Right, so we're passing through 18,000 feet, so we'll set our altimeter. Let's get the meta. Right, local meta is 3007. Do the flyby. Beautiful. Right, we need some spoilers out here. Some speed brake. Sharp turn. Right, let's get rid of that speed brake now. You guys don't really do ortho. If any of you don't do ortho and you just use default scenery, I would just there's this Photoshop like dark textures mod for X-Plane, because it really improves the look of the sim in my opinion. Let's see how long sim brief says you need to be on the ground. Same airtime, 34 minutes, so 34 minutes. Right, so we're not even halfway there yet. Well, we're not even, we should be early, we should be like 10 minutes early hopefully. Five, 10 minutes early, which is nice. Great. Clouds. quite a nice full loop, so we've departed like that. I'm going to be arriving back in here. 17 left. Coming up around 10,000 feet. Landing lights on. Start switch is continuous. Our position light strobe and steady. Ooh. We'll leave the aircraft in VNAV speed for now because it seems like it'll get us to a nice speed for our arrival. Right, let's go in here. We'll go flaps. Let's do a flaps 40 arrival. Actually, now we'll do flaps 30. 136. So 141 on the approach again. Same as last arrival. Increasing our speed, let's just get some spoilers out, some speed brake. Wait, is that the airport? Yeah, the airport's coming to view over there. Is this like a little trimming thing here, this? I want to press it, but looks like you can just trim it with your hand. That's kind of cool. Didn't know that. And I think that's autopilot disconnect, isn't it? Right. I do not need these anymore. Right, so set up auto brake. We'll go auto brake 3 just because we can get off quicker and have less of a taxi. Now we'll go auto brake 2 actually. Just looking at the charts, we don't want to go off the first exit, we want to go off second. We'll get our music off now. Right. We go, let's get our sounds turned up of the aircraft. Right, so we need to decelerate now. Go flaps. Right, have to open the speed window then. I think we're going flaps 5. I think that's what I put out. Yeah, flaps 5. Right, so let's get our runway turn-off lights on, our taxi lights, logo light, wing light. Tell the cabin crew we are landing. Just follow VNAV and LNAV for now. flaps 10. So we're landing on this runway over here. You can tell this flight model is not necessarily that finished because I'm going to arm our approach button. Yeah, because the plane's just oscillating up and down. Right, so making that turn towards the runway. Right, so the aircraft's overshot the localizer a little bit, but it's fine, it'll get itself back on it. Right, let's slow down now to 170. We'll go flaps 10. Right, we're descending down the localizer now, which means we can go gear down. Flaps 15. Lovely.
$2,500.
Right. We've got a very harsh crosswind here. Jeez, this'll be tough. Canada's weather's putting me to the test of it today. Oh no, the winds keep shifting. Set on this approach altitude, 5,000. 6,000 actually. Right, we're going to put in our final approach speed, which is 141. We're going to go flaps 25, flaps 30. Lovely, landing checklist, gear down 3 greens. Speed brake, armed. Gear down, auto brake set, landing lights on, cabin crew. Rise again. Right.
1,000.
Right.
1,000
We
feet,
are clear to
stabilized,
land.
Mr. Birch, altitude set.
All those winds. Those winds, man. They're pretty gnarly. Right. My aircraft, my throttles. Right. Let's get this on the ground. Right.
500.
Right, we need to stay on the glide slope. A bit fast now.
400.
Right, we're high on the glide slope. Let's keep it. There we go. We're back on now.
300.
Right, let's try and maintain that center line now.
200. 100.
Right,
50. 40. 30.
check,
20.
close,
10.
hold. Just float it all the way down the runway. We've got plenty of runway. Right, lower the nose. Reverses. 80 knots stowed. Over to manual and we'll vacate to the right here. It's a nice landing, not too happy on that 13-second float though, but we have plenty of runway. With such small, lightly loaded aircraft, we were absolutely fine. Right, let's clean up. Spoilers. Get our flaps up. Right, slow all the way down now. Right, we're taking this taxiway here. Let's get our runway turn-off lights off. Our landing lights can go off. Start switches can go to auto. Right, we're going right here. Position lights, steady. Wing lights off. 1, 2, 3 on the APU. Lovely. Right, so coming in, we will reset everything on here for the next pilots coming in. Lovely. Right, a nice landing. Stop our clock. We were 7 minutes early pretty much, we just stopped it a bit late. Right, flight directors can go off. But it's nice butter, minus 53. Even though we floated it, I could have got us down earlier, but I just held it, went for the butter. Because I know we had plenty of runway. Want the passengers to have a nice smooth landing. That's cool. Contact 121.90. So when crossing this line, that's when you have to contact. Are there 2 grounds here? I think we're going all the way over to the WestJet area. Go park in the same spot where we started, I think. Air Canada 777 there. Don't know if you guys noticed, with the flight factor 777, the gears look way too big. Like here, the gears look like correct. This model looks, like, especially the gear, it looks better than the flight factor. The flight factor's gears are massive. They're way too oversized. We're parking over here at the WestJets. Winding our way around the terminals here. Should have just landed 17, right? Get our generators on. Nice WestJet 767 here. Right. So, let's taxi into the ramp here. And where did we park earlier? We parked up here, didn't we? So we'll go to the same spot. So it's stand 11, is it? Right. Weave our way in here. Oh, they actually have Sam here. Autogate. No way, it's telling me to go over there. Just gonna look outside because it doesn't look like he knows where we're actually supposed to be going. Right. APU bleed on. You set a parking brake. Right, parking brake set. APU bleeds on. Right, yeah, taxi light off. Logo light can go off. Right, engine number 2, engine number 1. Is there Sam here? Right, welcome to Calgary, where we started our flight earlier. So, I will flip you guys over to replay mode. Right. There we go. And we can go to toggle replay mode. Alright, let's watch that arrival in. Because the 737-600 so light, I end up over flaring it. There you go. Nice, you just put it down. That. Right, let's get some tunes on. Right, let's see if there's a tower view. Great tower view. Let's kind of just make our own. Just plonk a camera up here. You just kind of held it and floated it and floated it and floated it. But that was very smooth. I think you'd even notice when you touch down. I like the reg, CGPWS. Yeah, that was a very nice butter. Bit of a float though, so it's annoying. Need to keep that float under 10 seconds. Right, so I'll let you watch some wing views and then that'll be it for today's stream. completed it. Lovely. Smooth touchdown. Right, we'll do a GoPro view. All the way back in. And yeah, that'll be it for today's stream. So thank you for everyone who watched today. Yeah, so next stream, I don't know when the next stream was, but will be. But yeah, thanks to everyone who came today, and I'll see you in the next stream. Bye.
One
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch on its set.
Two hundred.